would have been an injustice to myself if I did not recap my thoughts on Outer Banks so far. So I'm going over episodes 1 through 4 if you have not watched on season 3. Fast forward, skip this part. I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm making it very clear now. That's what we're talking about in this segment. I have been waiting a long time for this one. I said it last week. I put off watching Outer Banks for like 2 years because I was like, this is going to be so stupid and it's just going to be another like One Tree Hill type show, and it's not. I would like to say this though. I think a lot of people are like, Outer Banks is so unrealistic. And I think that that's kind of the point. You know, it's like, listen, the whole show is based on a treasure hunt. You know, it's not supposed to be very realistic. And I think that that's the part that makes the show so good is like, it's just like a little fantasy world that they're living in. And if you let that go and think like, oh, okay, this isn't a story about high schoolers going to school and teen drama and stuff. Like, no, it's like it's a treasure hunt. You know, it's like Peter Pan, all that kind of stuff. Peter Pan. I don't know where that one just came from. Anyway, Chase Stokes as a person, he's okay looking. He's all right. He's not ugly. He's cute. Chase Stokes as John B. rocks my freaking socks off. The second I saw John B come on that screen, I was like, there he is. Oh my, I don't know why Chase doesn't want to look like that all times of the year. Just tan and bleached hair, the long hair, the bandana. I can't. I could sit here and actually talk a whole episode about how much I love John B, but I'm not going to do it. Not today. John B's behavior, not loving it. Sarah's behavior, not loving it. There's a lot of things. Listen, I think that the season is great so far. You know, episode 1 had my heart pumping. They took Key. Wasn't sure we were going to get her back. Is John B's dad's alive, but is John B going to find him? Like, they're never evading trouble. But I think that John B's dad coming back is actually a horrible thing. You know, it's like, I wouldn't be saying this in episode 1 of the first season. It's like, you feel really bad. This guy's dad just like never came home and everyone presumes he's dead. But his dad is a bit abusive, like mentally, kind of, and very manipulative. Like, he's using this card on John B. Like, I've been gone. Like, I've missed X amount of years of your life. Like, we're finally reunited. So why don't you want to do this for me? Like, it's you and me, Bird. It's always been you and me. And John B's like kind of going with it. And I kind of get where he's coming from. Like, this is his dad, his only parent. This guy raised him. He's been gone. Everyone thought he was dead. But was your dad really always there for you? Because to me, what it sounds like is my dad didn't care enough about me and cared more about this hidden treasure and gold that he risked his life, risked my life, and then had to disappear on me. And who was there for him when his dad disappeared on him? So I understand like why John B hasn't really come to his senses yet. I think he will. It's just his dad is like, it's weird. Like, his dad will like literally put him in harm's way and then like shoot people to save him because he doesn't want to lose his kid. And I think that John B's it's starting to not add up with him and things aren't sitting right. With that being said, him and Sarah are like, okay, maybe not legally, but they're married. You know, like, this isn't like boyfriend-girlfriend thing anymore that they decided to do. And she comes to stay with him because, you know, 1, they're married, 2, she, like, her dad tried to kill her and isn't in the country anymore. And John B's, like, being manipulated by his dad to lie to Sarah. But what pissed me off was Sarah going to top her. I can't really blame Topper. I think that Topper's had some character development and he's not really so much of like a prick anymore. He's just a guy in love. But we knew it. We knew what was going to happen when she went to the party, when she went to the lighthouse. Like, obviously, she was going to end up kissing Topper. And this is a reoccurring thing for her. Kissing John B when she's with Topper. Kissing Topper when she's with John B. And keep going back and forth and back and forth. And it doesn't matter if you think someone's, hiding information from you or whatever. Like, this is a very stressful time in John B's life. She needs to stop cheating on whoever she's with. Like, it's actually disgusting and annoying. And Key kind of said it to her. Like, she was like, Sarah, what are you doing? And Sarah's like, I don't know. And it's kind of like, get your shit together. Like, I understand, like, John B might not be the perfect person right now. But that's like kind of what marriage is. It's not always going to be rainbows and butterflies and people are going to get mad and people are going to get into fights. That doesn't mean you can go and kiss your ex-boyfriend. Even if you're in high school, not married. It's just not a thing you do. So I don't really like Sarah's behavior and I'm not really looking forward to that when John B finds out because he will. I love them together and I wish that they would just both stop sabotaging each other. Like, they continue to sabotage each other and it's like, would you both just knock it off? Just knock it off. You're so pretty. He's so handsome. Like, let's just be on the earth as normal people right now. Also, what the hell is going on with JJ and Key? I feel bad for Pope. And I think that, oh my God, I'm blanking. Chloe, is that her name? Cleo is definitely crushing on Pope. We know where that's going to go. We all know where that's going to go. But Pope had a moment with Kiara. And then Kiara kind of just, no. And Kiara well, John B kissed Kiara. I think Kiara is the person that everybody wants. And I thought that they were building a storyline with her and Pope, but I guess not. I guess it's a JJ thing now. I'm kind of ready for them to plop her down though and have her be with someone instead of either be with someone or be with no one, because now she's flirting with everyone. But when the show started off, it was kind of Key's the only girl in the group. She's the hot commodity. So either be the hot commodity everyone wants or just be with someone. You know what I mean? Those are my takes so far. The whole Limbri thing, I think that Limbri probably wasn't sick. I think it was one of those disgusting scenarios where her parents told her she was sick and stuff because she's walking now. I can't unsee Mrs. Claus though, because she was in the Santa Claus 3 and that's who she'll be forever for me. But I'm excited to keep watching. I definitely think it's good. It is on par with the rest of the seasons. I think it's amazing what they've created. And it seems like they're all really good friends. The chemistry between John B and Sarah Cameron is still there, which I was very nervous about. Also, talk about the therapy I would need if I was Madeline Klein. Having to do scenes like that with my ex-boyfriend, I would put me away. Lock me up. I just couldn't come back from that one. But they do such a phenomenal job and they really deserve every award that they get for it because they're just, dude, they're great. I'm rooting for them and I am going to do a part 2 when I finish the season, but I can't wait to keep watching. I'm very excited. Pogues for life. You feel?